watching iLite.
Alright, my name is Zakari IG Audu, and I am from Nigeria, the Benue State in Nigeria is where I come from. Okay, I am a farmer. That is my main occupation. I am a farmer, and also I am an investment consultant. As a farmer, I have poultry farms in Nigeria. My farms house up to 7,000 chicken layers, which is located in Abuja, where we carry out egg productions. So the farm produces up to 7,000 eggs daily, and that is what I do as a farmer. And as an investment consultant, what I do is I help people that want to invest their money. I show them different sectors that are very good, that are very productive for them to invest their money, and I help them carry out these investments almost every month. And I will tell you that it has been very successful from the beginning of my career. And I am also a philanthropist in Nigeria. When I say philanthropist, I have an NGO, a foundation, which I started myself with two other friends, and since 2016, and till date, we have successfully enrolled up to 30 children under academic scholarship in Nigeria, from primary to secondary school level. And some of them, we have given them lifetime opportunity to study throughout their primary and secondary school level. And as a philanthropist, I have also handled other empowerment programs like widow empowerment and community development. Okay, Cyprus, I came here to study. Not like my country's educational system is not good, but you know, sometimes we just decide to travel far to get new exposure. So I decided to come to Cyprus to study in Cyprus, and I have been here for 4 years now, getting ready to graduate and head back home. So this is what I do here in Cyprus. I'm here as a student. Okay, the farming career started about 4 years ago. Well, when I started the farming career, I decided to keep it a secret because I was trying to see if it was going to work out. It was like a trial. So I decided to start very, very small, just a few hundred beds. And I will tell you, the experience was not really easy, because when people see me now that my farm has gone to another level, they will think maybe I just woke up one morning and started like that. No, I started very small with about 500 birds, which, you know, I've always said this story that I lost almost half of it because I had no experience in the poultry farming system. Not like I studied agriculture or anything, but you know, I believe that farming is not something that you have to go to school for. If you decide to do it, you just go out and learn how to do it very well. So that was how I started, and by the grace of God, since 4 years now, I've expanded, and now I have close to 10,000 chicken, which one of my farm has 3,500, and the other one has another 3,500 in Abuja. Okay, I would say it has not been easy, because, you know, having a business like that, people always say that you need to be there to monitor your business, else it will crumble. And yes, that's actually right. So because of the nature of that business, I have to put my eyes on it. I won't just leave other people to monitor my business. So I used to travel. I travel sometimes in a semester. I can travel 3 times to 4 times back to Nigeria, put an eye on my farm back then when I started. And also, yeah, I spend money on tickets, but you know, spending less on tickets and making sure the business goes well to make more money is not a bad idea. So that is how I handle it. But now I have more time to go to school. Okay, juggling school and the business was not easy, but by the grace of God, I was still studying well, and I was writing my exam, and everything was going well when I go to Nigeria and come back to Cyprus. So, and now, since The technology has been involved in it. I have installed like IP cameras in my farm where I can sit down here, turn on my computers and watch every angle of the farm. If I notice anything going bad, I'll call on the manager to check it out. So now it has been made easy for me. But back then it was not really easy because of the traveling up and down. But by God's grace, everything went well. Okay, I think, I always, before I got into the university, I always wanted to take care of myself very well. So I looked around my environment. As a young man, I still have the energy to go into work and school together. So, and at the same time, for me to get a quality education, I believe I need to make money and spend money on myself. So because of that, I decided, okay, I will not just sit in school the whole time. I have to use the other free time I have to look at every possible investment. So I would have done all those things here, but there are less opportunities here, but there are more opportunities in my country. So I decided to do all of them together because time will not wait for anybody. So I just wanted to make sure that I set everything up before my graduation so that when I go back, it will be about expanding the business. So I don't see school as a hindrance or anything that will slow me down from doing my business. So I just felt like I could combine school with work. A lot of people will break down, a lot of people will give up on the way because it is very, very difficult. But once you get used to it, it will become part of your life. It will be like waking up every morning and going to school. So that dream, if you really want to chase your dream, forget about the time it will consume. Just put in your energy into what you want to do and you will get used to it and everything will become easy for you. Okay, yeah, when it comes to the farming part, my motivation actually is, I'll tell you that I really motivated myself when it comes to this. The reason is because back then in high school, I never thought of being a farmer. People look at it as a dirty job to do, going into the dirt and all that, but it came to a stage where I didn't think about that. So what I thought about was, okay, they actually see debt, but other people see money in it. So I thought about it and said, okay, if this is the way, I analyzed the agricultural sector in Nigeria and realized that all you need is time and energy with a little money. And after a while, you start making money from it. So I motivated myself. And I also looked at, okay, someone like Dangote is a billionaire in the country and is into agriculture. So I felt like, okay, if these people could do it through agriculture, I can also do it like that. And also, not a lot of youths are involved in agriculture in Nigeria. Mainly the old people do it in the villages and all that. So I decided that, okay, since no much youth in this sector, I can actually start. I can actually be one of the first young people to do this thing in Abuja. So I motivated myself. I decided to start up. And I'll tell you that it has been interesting because I've been getting too much attention as a youth that is involved in agriculture. And also I've used this means to employ so many people. And I have created job opportunities. And I have already made money for myself through it. And I'm making more from it. So I motivated myself more. And also I got some of the motivation from Dangote in Nigeria. Okay, the way I see that, I saw that as a motivation because if in the past, if I was the kind of person that used to give up, I won't be here today in this position. So I saw that as a stepping stone. I saw that as a test. Things like that will come your way when you're trying to build your career. You will fail, but it depends. Either you continue or you give up. So I went out to contest to become the president of NSS so I can impact other students well, so that I can have the power to draw more attention of the students here in Cyprus, and I will be able to do more, and I'll be able to have more connection with the school to help Nigerian students with the little power that I already have, combined with the one that I will get if I become the president. But along the line, you know, I had an opponent. You know, people really wanted me to become the president, you know, but sometimes things will not go the way you plan it. So we had the election, and I lost the election with 6 votes down. So before the election, I had a debate, which I told people that, okay, even if I get to this position or not, I know that I'm still going to do a lot of things. So the things that I'll be able to do as a normal student, I will still do them even if I don't get the presidential seat. So losing the election never stopped the dream, because after the election I have accomplished a lot more than I was even thinking about before the campaign. So I never saw the loss as the end of my career, because after that I've already joined the party in Nigeria, and now I am going to further my political career, not only here but also in Nigeria. And as I'm trying to go into the Ministry of Agriculture now with the works that I have already done on ground. This one that I already did in Cyprus will be my background. I have already learned a lot from going into a campaign and trying to be the head of NSS. So I saw that as a challenge, and now I feel like I am ready for the outside world. So I never gave up when I lost the election. Okay, for 5 years from now, I see myself going into the Ministry of Agriculture. Since I started the career in agriculture, I've always thought about being like the Minister of Agriculture. The reason why is because, you know, we need youths in our political system, and also, apart from youth being involved, I feel like I have the dream of involving a lot of youths in the agricultural sector if I get to that stage. So I see myself being the Minister of Agriculture in the next 5 years to create more job opportunities in the agricultural sector for youth, to let youth know that agriculture is not a dirty thing and it's not just for old people. Young people can also do it and make a living from it. And I also see myself expanding to owning different farms around the country in the next 5 years from now. Okay, so yes, I think I need the support of the Nigerian federal government to assist people like me in the country, because I've left lots of good tracks online. If you check out my works, I've been doing all these things. So if the government can come together to support us, to support people like me, I think we'll be able to do a lot, because with the little we already have, we have done so much. So just imagine that the government come together to give us their support. I think we'll be able to create employment, jobs in the country, and a lot more. Okay, talking about investments, I know much about real estate and construction, and there's this company that handles investments in Nigeria called Galaxy Transportation and Construction Company, where they are reliable. They have been running for I think 5 years now, and I've been with them for like 2 years now investing. So I usually help people get their money and put it in this investment. What they do is they handle real estate projects, mining projects, they have quarries, transportation projects, sand mining and sales and all that. So I help people will come up to me with certain amount of money that they have, and I'll tell them, I can put your money in this sector, and by the grace of God, everything has been going very smooth. And also for the sales of house, people come up to me that, okay, this is my budget, this is what I want, and I help them source for it, and I give them the product they want as an investment consultant. Okay, this year already I've done youth empowerment project, like a seminar where I brought more than 100 students together. So in that seminar we talked about investments, and I hit the point of the kind of businesses they can do when they go back to Nigeria, not in Cyprus here, because this place is not our country, and I'll tell you that less opportunity here. So I did the seminar for them. A lot of them, they wanted to know what they can go into, and this is the amount they have, what this amount can do in Nigeria when they get back to Nigeria. So I brought different business ideas for them in that seminar, and I gave it to them. And I can tell you that after that seminar, a lot of them came to me, and we have started different projects. For example, like the ones in IT, I had to link them up with people that need IT services. The ones that wants to build farm, I'm currently building like 2 farms in Abuja for other people, for other clients. The ones that want to buy houses, I already, after the seminar, I think I successfully made a sales of 2 different houses for people that wanted to buy houses. And you know, things like this I'm planning to do the season 2 of the seminar before I leave Cyprus, to see how we can empower each other. It's all about empowerment. And also, when I get back to Nigeria, people are already telling me to host empowerment programs like this. And what I plan to do is get support from my other trustees and see how we can distribute items that they can use to manufacture or to make money in the country. Yeah, I think talking about the project I want to do, I wanted to do okay, I still have it in mind, and I want to do like a fundraising program here in Cyprus, because of the way people see me here in Cyprus, a lot of people come to me for assistance and all that, and no matter what, I'm just one person. I won't be able to help everybody, but I want to do like a fundraising program, 1 or 2, to bring people together, the people that are well-to-do, to see how we can put other people into consideration, the Nigerians here that are in need. When we put them into consideration, we'll see how we can come together to raise funds for them, and even if it's just 50%, we can give few people 50% scholarships, and people that have accommodation problem, we'll help them with accommodation, food items and all that. So this is one plan that I have in mind before I leave the country, just to help people in that aspect.
That's good. So now let's talk. Going back to the seminar you did, we noticed that the NSS logo was right there on the flyer. Was the seminar organized by you or the NSS?
Okay, this seminar, people have been asking me this question. It caused lots of confusion here in Cyprus, because first of all, I planned it on my own. Then later on, people started asking me, why is the school logo on the poster and all that. So I just want to tell you that honestly, the school did not bring up any idea for me. The school did not plan any seminar for me. I single-handedly planned my seminar. I read my flyer. I contacted the school because I'm a student, and I asked them for hall to use. So they told me that I had to go through the NSS to be able to use any hall. So I had to go through the NSS to use the hall. And so I just want to say that everything that happened in the seminar, after the seminar, and I told everybody there that they can, because there's a new restaurant that came up, so I had to do partnership with the restaurant, and I got food for everybody that attended the seminar. So everything that happened in that seminar, I organized it myself with the money from my foundation. The school logo was just there because it is supposed to be on the flyer if a student is organizing a seminar. So apart from that, every other thing was organized by me. And I will tell you that the school is not really supportive. I don't know if they are supportive to other country people, but to Nigerians, I don't think the school is very supportive, and that is not a good thing. When a student is trying to go this far in your school, they are supposed to be proud of their students achieving this milestone, but in this case, it is something different. But all that can kill someone's dream, but to me, I don't see that as anything that will affect me. Whether the school supports or not, I will do what I want to do, as long as it's going to come out good, and as long as it's going to help my fellow Nigerians. I know that my fellow Nigerians will support me, and that is all I need. Well, I am not a single man. People ask me that question because they do not really see me around ladies, but I'll tell you that, yeah, even if I'm 25 years old, I'm no longer a child, so I'm not single at all. And I also have a child, a son.
Are you married?
No, I'm not yet married, but I assure you that this year I'm getting married. You know, the real people that know me, they know that I am very transparent and I play. In fact, I want you to ask those people how many of them have ever seen me sad or angry at any other person or talking about any other person. So anybody that is saying that I'm a proud person, I think that person is looking at me from another angle that I do not understand. Even with the attention I am getting, I never ignore anybody that contacts me for idea, whether the person has anything or not. I always make sure that I support the person with the little idea that I have. And I do not consider myself a proud person at all. I am not proud at all. So I am a very simple person and I relate with everybody around me. Even when people disrespect me, I never show any pride. So maybe as a man, you have to carry yourself in a certain way so that people will respect you, and some people will see that as pride. I will never disrespect myself trying to please someone else. So I'm putting myself in a certain standard, and some people think that I am only being proud, which meanwhile they are wrong. So and I don't care if they see me as a proud person, but everybody knows, the real people that know me, they know that I am not proud at all. I am a simple person. Okay, I just want to encourage you that good things can never come easy for you. You encounter a lot of stumbling blocks, bumps on the road, but your success will determine whether you give up or you continue. So what I want to tell the youth is that I've always said this: never ever give up, no matter what. Never ever tell yourself that I'm done. When you're chasing your dream, just keep doing it. As long as you have the strength to do it, you will get to the point where you will become too weak. But you might be very close to your success. So if you give up, you will not go forward. You only go backward. So I just want to encourage the youth around the world: do not focus in one sector. Do not think about the white collar job only. Think about a sector filled with less people, less youth. The white collar job is filled with people who graduate from around the world, different qualifications, but the agricultural sector is filled with just people with little experience. So think about it wisely. Go into a sector whereby there is less competition and more demand. That's just what I want to tell you.